Hello everyone, Jeff here, welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Crossover Roll for Initiative. I just got access to this game today. It's coming out in a few weeks. It is a very interesting tower defense-like game. It's got a little bit of roguelike elements, but it's also got a campaign mode. There's currently a fantasy and sci-fi theme for it. We're playing in fantasy for right now, because that's the start. You select from different modules. It's very like D&D inspired. I've completed the first one. That took me about 40 minutes, and it looks like there's 7 of them here. If they all take about the same time, then, you know, you can do the math. We start at level 3. The city's 5th murder in 2 days. Bodies maimed, half eaten. You've been asked by your local guild chapter to investigate. There's a little bit of story. There's some in-between stuff. So what we're doing here is we're making a character sheet. Now, you might be asking yourself, the tower defense part, what are we defending? Well, we're defending our character sheet. And that sounds ridiculous. And it is, and you'll see. We're gonna be... Okay, this is almost perfect. We're gonna be Dick Gravita, because that's a crazy name. And let's be an elf. So the different stats here. And basically, in this game, what they do is strength increases your weapon damage. Dexterity decreases your weapon cooldown. Intelligence Wisdom does the same thing for spells. Charisma makes things cheaper, and Constitution increases your max HP. That's about the extent of what stuff does. XP modifier plus 30. I guess you could level up more, but then there's like HP per level is based on your character. I believe that's an old thing, right? That's like the first edition D&D stuff. Anyways, I want to play as a different character. I thought Monk was one of the characters I had available to me in the first campaign, but I guess maybe not in this one. I can unlock Adventurer if I want to. I kind of want to play Paladin. Weapon cooldown down, shop prices down, max spells, max items, max mercenaries, max weapons. It's all pretty good. And what we're going to be doing here is rolling our stats. So, oh, this has actually been updated since I played earlier today. I see. Very interesting. They were in a different location, I think. If you played like Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, you're familiar with this where you roll to try and get what you want. The 15 wisdom, it goes by every 2 levels, much like Dungeon Journey. But it's not as important, although you still want to have good rolls. Like, I don't want -3 weapon damage. That'd be crazy. So we're gonna roll a little bit. We can go with a... Paladin is kind of a hybrid character. He does start with a Pious Lance, which is on 1d10s. And this is gonna matter because this is a match 3 game also. This is kind of ass. All right, I'm gonna skip ahead till I have a good roll. All right, this is acceptable to start with, I think. We've got 11, 14, 15, 12, 10, 11. It's not great, but it's not bad. Reduce spell cooldown, extra weapon damage, mercenary cost. You get a stat point level up every time you do level up, so that's nice. Let's get to it, and I'll show you guys how the game actually works. You get a little bit of story here. There's a merchant here I didn't notice, like, for the first half of the first campaign, where you can spend your money. You don't really have any to start with. And then you'll have your enemies. So, you have this much time before the actual game starts, and you're going to want to spend that getting as many dice as possible. Now, depending on what you have equipment-wise, determines what you really want to be going for. Yeah, the layout is completely different than what it was earlier. So I don't know if that's campaign-related or if that's based on the thing. Now there's enemies coming to attack our stuff. So we're going to attack it with our Pious Lance by just left-clicking on the weapon, then right-clicking on this. Things we can do. We will add spells, weapons, mercenary, and items throughout the run. We will level up. We will get gear. The starting gear on the first one, the low-level gear, wasn't much to speak about. Didn't add anything special except for, like, % damage reduction, which was nice. This game does get a little bit overwhelming, I would say, too. You also have that ability, which I will talk about in a moment. I don't know if I can check it while I'm tabbed. So the game doesn't really seem to have any type of like pause the game to take your time to take an action, which would be nice, I think. As someone who's slow, stop attacking my HP. I'm just gonna drop the mercenary here. They're killing us. So they will attack our stats, they'll attack our weapons, they'll attack our armor, they'll attack literally every piece of our board. And that is just a thing that monsters will do. I'm trying to make moves that don't exist, which is bad. Again, this is like a quick match 3 game with tower defense-ish, but it's like manual tower defense. I don't even know how to describe this game because I've really never played anything like it, if I'm being honest, which is fairly interesting in itself. The fact that it's a game that I've not played anything like is something. We're literally about to die here, and our stats are being absolutely murdered right now. I gotta drop this guy here. We're in some serious trouble. I need something. We're at 2 HP. We're at 1. I think we're gonna die. We died. Okay, yeah, that was a bad start. We didn't get the dice we needed. It's just... that's actually my first death, which is crazy. Let's try it again. Maybe... let's try a mage. Okay, sure. Be a human mage. Very generic. So, that might have been a bad start, but that was also because I wasn't really... So I should look to see. Basically, what I need here is I need D6s, D20s, and D4s. Because I need those dice over here to cast these spells. Money to cast these things. We don't have any weapons. And then items, you just have the many items. Paladin didn't start with any of that stuff, so it's more difficult. Kind of silly that I spent the time rerolling his stats now and then immediately died on the first level, but these things happens, I guess. I would also like there to be some way to change the dice to be a little more clear. I mean, I like having dice on the screen. I just think sometimes it'd be different. What does Ice Ball do? You can look at everything by pausing. Projectile that draws out the power of a minor demon. 1d6 plus 1. 1d20 plus 2. 2d4 radius. Okay, so... wait, can I pause to shoot? No. Okay. Making sure. These things have special effects that are active depending on what... I don't know if it's class dependent or not. No, I don't think it's class dependent. Those were the same as when I played with Rogue on my first run. Basically, they activate at certain times periodically, or once you've hit a certain threshold of dice, and then you can activate them again later. I'm gonna Banshee's Will here. I'm gonna Ice Ball. Does it pierce? Oh no, but it goes through with Demonic Yelp. Banshee's Yell hits a big area. Okay. So now we have a little bit of time before the next round to gather dice, basically. How this works. It is a very, very active game, which you would not think from a match 3 game, but what it is. All right. That's incredible. And I honestly, like kind of enjoyed it. Like I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, but here we are. Which is why I'm showing it off today. Like right after getting access to it. Or tomorrow for you guys, whatever. It is what it is. Stop attacking my stats, please. I need those. So you see, every time we cast this, we're losing 1 dice. One of our D6s is going away. You prefer not to use mercenaries if you don't have to, but I found that you end up with enough money that there's not really much harm in not using. And apparently this game has co-op. Like one person is working over here while another person is firing stuff. Maybe that's how it works. I'm not exactly sure. That would be super interesting to me if that's exactly how it works. All right, stage 1 is complete. We get gold based on how many extra dice we have. Plus 200, and we get to choose from something here at the end. A slimy residue from the victim's body matches the creature you just killed. This is no coincidence. So we can get money. We can get another mercenary. We can get a new spell. We can get a weapon. We can also look at our character sheet to see what's missing. See, we don't have... We use D4s right now. We use D6s. We use D20s. So we don't really need this stuff. We don't have a way to use D8s currently. Now, this is -1 because our strength is bad. So that's something to keep in mind. But at the same time, I think it's still worth it. I saw this before. I'm gonna throw the thing. Use this one gem. Yeah, that's like a... Let's just do some meta progression, like unlocks, but also we could use it to buy stuff. These are all like regular items and they suck. You could buy healing potions and extra stuff here too. That's good. I don't know if we need any of that. We have gas. We have spell damage up. Fully restores your int and wisdom plus 1 HP. Minor health potion. Our armor looking like? We have 10 armor right now. We get a fine and dandy cap. These things all just seem like not great. We'll just fight this next round. Enemies deal 10% more damage. Okay, well that's unfortunate. We have 4 seconds to start with. All right, and I do kind of wish you could like start the next match before the other one finishes, like some other games. Like mobile games I've played that do this, but I understand why. Like mechanically, that would change how you like program this. So that's not how it's done. Then get it. Let's shoot this guy. So it's this constant balancing act of being over here and doing stuff while also watching this, which can be a lot, especially once it gets hectic in the later levels. I have no idea what like the difficult part is. The game does have an endless mode too, which I imagine would get kind of crazy. But you do get a lot more powerful as you go. So there's that. All right. Here. Guys over here. We're like crushing the Match 3 board right now. Which is why everything's so good. There's some visual effects sliders missing of note, like this stuff on the screen right now. I couldn't really turn it off. There's one specifically that was really bad, that was like an underwater fight. Basically it made it so that your mercenaries cost more, which is fine or whatever, but it gave this like water filter to the whole screen, and it was like motion sickness inducing. And I couldn't find a way to turn it off. So if the devs watch this, that's some feedback for you guys, like that. Stuff like that, it'd be nice to be able to turn that off. I'm just gonna... Oh, the problem is, if we do hit that button, we spend all of those. And I don't really want to spend them all when I could just be nuking everything. Because your stats come back and everything, it's just your HP. I mean, I guess your money and XP is also victim to permanence if they are to attack it. So, that's another thing to consider as well. But yeah, this game is actually quite cool for what it is. I'd be very curious as to how multiplayer actually plays. And the idea that there's already a fantasy, like they're fantasy and sci-fi campaigns and whatnot, and full stories. Hopefully the loot matches up as you go and gets like crazier and enemies get stronger. The creatures that you encounter are responsible for all the deaths. Well, all those creatures are dead now. 2d20, 2d6, projectile crossing over from the astral plane. We do have demonic yelp. I don't really know. I mean, we'll take it and just see how it goes. New level 4. Oh, I would like intelligence up. Thank you. You spout an unusual insect buzzing around. Unusual in that it's larger than an orc. Oh, that's terrifying. Lure it away. Do nothing. Anyone stupid enough to go near it deserves to be stung. Yep. Oh, we lost charisma for that. Nah, my intelligence says stay away from the big bugs. We have 1,100 gold. I'm gonna buy this weatherproof koi for 18% armor rating. Because armor rating says it's just damage reduction. If I can find armor, just percent damage reduction. So, like, that's pretty good. On to the next fight. Your guild supports you, reducing the cost of mercenaries by 10%. Nice. 3-second head start. Not the best. For sure not the best. You kind of really got to lock in for this. At least I feel like I do. Because if you get behind, it's a problem. How good is it? Oh, okay. Well, that did some damage. Hyena folk assassin. Oh no. Hey, stop that. And you really got to use your in-between time here to grab stuff. Scuddler. I think they just broke my arms. There are a bunch of status effects. You can see what they do on the screen. Settings glossary, poison, sleep, slow, vulnerable, weak. There's these other things that don't seem to have stuff. Not really sure what's on about that. You can also hotkey all your stuff if you want to. You don't have to necessarily click on your spells if that's not your thing. I forgot I have this. That actually attacks in a pretty large area. And it applies poison, so that's pretty good. Just kill that guy. Kill that thing. Hyena folk assassin, get out of here. That. Next wave starts. 5 seconds. Great. I didn't need time to rest anyway. Fine. Send out the ice balls. I'll send out the putrid mage. Literally trying to simultaneously look at everything going over here while also grabbing random dice over here. Do a lot of 8s. What I'm seeing. A whole lot of 8s. But the cooldowns on your things are generally long enough that you can actually, like, spend that time over here. Alright, that was pretty good. So we just, like, nuked the whole board. Hey, stop attacking my HP. What is it? Alright, crushed them. And then there are bosses later on as you progress. We'll do a few more missions, I think. You know, get the video to about 30 minutes. I think it's a pretty good example of what it is. Villain's Dagger. It's another D4. We don't really want that. Unearthly downpour of stinging rain from another plane. Cool. The Brain Slappers. Nutty Goblin Duo. I'm gonna take the Nutty Goblin Duo. I'm curious if HP is retroactive, like con upgrades are retroactive. Offer your wealth, 250 gold, or whatever you have left in your pouch. Offer your mind a small portion of your experience. Offer your body a small portion of your health. You can have some of my wealth. All right, lose 250 gold points. Gross. Gross. All right, but we still have 890. And I'm gonna buy this necklace. And we don't have feet, do we? No, so I'll buy that. I have 460 now, but we got 56% armor. Weapon damage reduced by 20%. Okay. Sure. Why not? This is the type of thing I wonder if it was on mobile, how good it would be. Because normally these match 3 games, I don't end up playing much of them on PC. Personally. But on mobile, I will. That is like one of my preferred things. I have played a whole lot of Marvel Puzzle Quest. I mean, it all started with original Puzzle Quest, right? Like that on the PSP all those years ago. I do not have a lot of stuff right now. Brain Slappers, come on out. I need your assistance. Sixes, please. Get rid of that guy. Take what matches I can over here. Where this stuff all piles up. See, having more stuff to like pick from attack-wise really ups what you could potentially output, but it doesn't necessarily increase what you're gonna do. We also have no D12s right now, which is pretty bad. I'm gonna drop the Brain Slappers here one more time. As much as I don't really want to. It feels like the right decision. Here and here. He was just eating away at our gold. There's an argument to be made that maybe you can... There might be some insane tech to this game where if there's a single enemy left, you let them attack your gold for a while, and in the meantime, you farm up dice because you get gold at the end. So you might, in theory, be making money while he's attacking your gold, while also becoming strong for the rest of the round. I don't know if that's true. I haven't tested it yet. It's just the roguelike player in me thinks that's something's there. Hello, person? I'm gonna use my money since probably gonna be a last fight here. Sedating gas. Can I sedate the boss? I can. Cool. There's a lot of enemies right now. Sonic Yelp. Please stop attacking my HP total, please. They're just beating up my stats right now. Alright, that thing's gone. Priest of Dimor. Alright, I'm gonna throw some ice. Oh my god, we hit him for like 25? No, 35. Oh wait, that wasn't the final wave? Okay. Okay. I had assumed it was the final wave. I am a fool. They're just all going after my HP, huh? That's actually insane. I think we're okay. Ice ball. I mean, I could have pressed one of these buttons too. I think it would have been fine. Gained 174, gained a dice, cleared the enemies. The mayor has received word of a pending invasion and orders the garrison to full action. Their captain thanks you for identifying the threat. They were likely scouts for a larger force. Yep, and then we can get, again, miscarrying a curse that damaged enemies. That sounds cool. Sure. We hit 6, 7 max HP. We get another stat up. Strength for weapon damage up. I assume we just want to get int up for more magic damage. An old man stumbles from behind a cart and begs you for food. He seems so weak they will die from it without nourishment. Give him some meat. Oh, we lost constitution. He eats ravenously and walks away without thanking you. Some people. Oh, okay, so we gave up our food for him. Great. Great. Can I take it back? Let that man starve. Anyways, I think that's a good stopping point. You can also like look at what these things do here, which is pretty cool. All enemies explode, all enemies explode and whatnot. I think this game's neat. It's called, for the record, Crossover Roll for Initiative, and it comes out on July 23rd. I do not know the price point for it, but yeah, it's pretty fun. If the price is right, I think it's might be worth it for some of y'all. Plus, it has online leaderboard and endless, so there's that too, which is pretty interesting, I think. And yeah, I just looked it up to confirm. In co-op, one player controls the dice and the other controls the attacks, so that's very cool, I think. Anyways, I hope you guys liked the video. I will see you all later. Have a great day. Jeff out. Bye.